Imagine for a second being the parents to two young children and having a great family. However, your life isn't that easy, as you are really desperately living paycheck to paycheck trying to pay off your student loans. This was the case with my parents. Growing up, I remember hearing my parents struggle with affording basic things for my brother and I because they were so busy paying off their student loans. Fortunately, a few years later, they did get really high-paying jobs that helped them to pay off these loans, but my young parents should have never had to deal with the stress and anxiety of student loans at such a young age. In the year 2020, about 19.7 million students were enrolled to attend college, and about 69% of these students had to take out loans, and most of these students had to take out a debt of about $30,000. The cost of college education should be reduced, as many people can't afford to attend college because of the high price, thus in turn taking job opportunities away from them. The price to attend college for 4 years has increased within recent years. According to the University of the People, from the 1980s, the cost to attend a public university has gone up by 213%, and to attend a private university, it has gone up by 129%. The average student pays about $7,000 in tuition a semester, but tuition isn't the only cost that a student has to pay. There are also additional fees such as housing, books, and food and water, and this costs about $25,000 a semester. Totaled over all 4 years of college, the majority of college students are spending about $100,000 for their whole college experience. Now this in turn causes students to take out loans, and most students have to take out about $30,000 in loans a year. Currently, 1 million postgraduates of college are paying about $400 a month in student loans, and they will continue to do this for years to come. One culprit of the high cost of college tuition is the government. The government is one of the biggest people to blame for the increase in college tuition. According to Terry Hartel, the state government has cut really down the support of college tuition costs within the past generation. Now, studies show that when the state supports college tuition and helps colleges afford tuition for their students, the tuition that the students have to pay goes flat or decreases. However, when the state stops supporting college tuition, the tuition raises in colleges because colleges can no longer give students as much aid as they would want to. State funding has greatly gone down in the past couple of years. In 2018, the state funding had gone down by $6.6 billion from 2008. That is a drastically lower amount from before, and this does account for how much students really have to spend to go to college. Now, the government isn't the only one to blame for the expensive price of college. The colleges themselves are at fault as well. Colleges themselves are creating unreasonable prices for their students to attend. According to David C. Levy from the Washington Post, one factor of this is that colleges overpay their professors. Most college faculty receive about $80,000 to $150,000 a year to only work for 9 to 15 hours a week and for about 30 weeks per year, and most professors do get the whole summer off to rest. Another factor for this is the unnecessary fees that colleges make students spend. One of these programs is athletic programs. The average student body spends about $2 to $90 million per year paying athletic fees to be on athletic teams. Now, the reason that these colleges do charge these fees is because the tuition money that colleges receive goes towards the state. However, the fees go to the college themselves, so this isn't the college's way of making money. So it really is the government's fault too. So after all this information, it is evident that the cost of college should be reduced. The solution to the government issue is that the government needs to reinstate their operating support instead of cutting it down. This would cause the tuition to decrease for students, as the college would have more money to give to the students. The government funding needs to increase. The government in recent years has provided a lot less funding than it has before. Last year, the government spent about $91 billion promoting college attendance, whereas they could have been spending about $79 billion of that to actually send students to college. We should not only hold the government accountable of this, but we also have to hold the colleges accountable as well. College professors should not be making as much money as they do. For the average professor who doesn't do much to help out their students and just does the bare minimum, this price that they receive should really go down. Unreasonable fees should also be cut from colleges. Students shouldn't be wasting their money on athletic fees. They should instead be using this money to be able to afford their own tuition. Last year, a senior in high school named Dan was accepted into his dream school, which was the University of Wisconsin. Now, he was very excited and posted all about it on social media, however, only to receive really bad information. His dream was very shortly lived once he received his financial aid package for the college in the mail. Dan received absolutely no financial aid or scholarships whatsoever from the college. He tried to contact the college to get more money, but the college refused to help him at all. So, in turn, Dan could not attend the college and instead had to attend a local community college. So in conclusion, I believe that the college tuition should go down. The government is not funding enough for colleges to be able to have a lower price for their students to attend. So in order for this to happen, the government needs to start helping out the colleges by providing them more state funding. I hope that you now think about the information that I have said today and that you think on why the cost of college tuition should go down for students. I really hope that you as an audience use this information to bring the change so that the younger generation does not have to struggle. Thank you.